getting a late start today, not starting right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. As usual, we're getting started right at 9:15. But I was ready, I was ready, and then all of a sudden I wasn't ready. So here we are. If you're new to the live stream, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning to the live stream, even better. Good to see you back. Title is Bitcoin and NASDAQ drop is coming. When? Today, tomorrow, the next day, this week or next week. The drop is coming. And we've seen the cruise. The bottom is in crew the entire way down. 52, almost a 53% drop on Bitcoin. And the bottom was in the entire way down for the bottom is in crew. We were saying the bottom is not in. The bottom is not in. We've got much lower targets. And we're going to cover all that today. On the first half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, altcoins continue to bleed, stocks, and indices, anything that jumps out at us on the watch list, ETFs. So, and then on the second half of the live stream, we will cover your chart requests. We're going to get rock and rolling on this one. We're going to try to keep it within an hour. The reason why I was running late is because I have so much to do. I always say that, but it's true. I have a lot to do. And so we're going to get rock and rolling and lock in. Mighty Kirk, Market Sniper in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you see the updates? I haven't made any announcements, right? But in the background, we're continuing to upgrade Market Sniper Pro. So the portal. Have you seen the updates or no? What's up, Lawrence? London, UK, not so sexy news. What's up? What's up? Always sharing and reposting. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. I would appreciate that. Be like Lawrence, aka London, UK, not so sexy news. Helps me out on YouTube and X algorithms by sharing, commenting, all that stuff. So thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate it. So let's jump right into it. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, for educational purposes only. Hopefully, we find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Quick recap. October 8th, I posted the Wyckoff distribution chart at 123,700. That is played out. October 10th, we saw a sell signal on the daily chart, and I posted the weekly Bitcoin bear market roadmap. And here we are. Here we are. Over here, we were talking about expect bounces along the way, expect a relief rally, expect bounces. And we hit the exact same two targets, not one. We hit two targets within this target box from 2022. We hit the exact same two targets within this target box. And that's why I draw a target box, because there's two targets within here, and it nailed both of them perfectly. Perfectly. Sniper way, right? Sniper targets. Price came back down over here. Also, I said over here in October, this is probably the last time you're going to be able to sell your Bitcoin at $110,000 for a long time. And what did I mean by that? I meant, like, what was my definition of long? That we're heading into a bear market, not confirmed yet at that moment, but at least a local top, and that you may not be able to sell your Bitcoin at $110,000 for, say, 2 years. To me, that's a long time, right? 2 years. And here we are. Bitcoin is at $67,000. Bitcoin went down to $60,000. So it's still possible. We don't know if it will or not. Retest those train dots first and then come back down. We don't have a magic crystal ball, so we drew out the squigglies at least 10 days ago. And however the price action works out, could see that fake out to the upside, retest train dots still, and then push down lower, right? So a lot of reasons why, the main thesis was still on the bear market that price is going to come back down and retest the 200-week SMA before price makes a new all-time high. And price got within 3 to 4% of that. There's several reasons why we can see price back down below 58,000, 56,000, 54,000, 52,000, and come down and smash further downside. Don't post spam in here. I'm going to ban user and delete their comments. It rarely happens, but instant ban. Instant ban and delete. We don't need a spam news over here. Yeah, seeing new stuff literally every day. I can't keep up with announcements. Like I don't, because the tools are getting built so fast. Honestly, like I'm not just saying that. It's crazy. I just keep adding the wish list, and then the dev team's like, "Yeah, we can do that." No, we can't do that. We could, but it's going to take a lot more. And then we're like, "Okay, let's prioritize." But I have crazy ideas that I want implemented. We're implementing them, and so we're going to cover a little bit of that. But that's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah. So this is where we're at right now. Is the squiggly lines basically saying consolidate, let the trending dots catch up. They have. Let the trending dots catch up. The trending dots were at like $84,000 when we were talking about, hey, Bitcoin's probably going to consolidate. There was some profit taking, right? Consolidate, let those trending dots catch up. Probably, maybe retest them, right? First, then drop after that. So we're still in the consolidation period, and we have not seen a retest of the trending dots, which have dropped to $70,000 now. So still on the table, watching the same thing. But we're going to cover the weekly chart, the 2-week chart, the 3-week chart, and the monthly chart. So stay tuned. But we don't have any sponsors. We've never taken $1 of affiliate money. So we do plug Market Sniper Pro. And what you can do is come over here to Market Sniper Pro X or Jesse Olsen X and click on the website. We updated the website again. The website is updated, so you can learn more over here. We only have one plan. It was the most popular, so we killed the other plans. We had some signups, like 5% of the people were signing up on the $29, so we killed it, and nobody was signing up on the $9, so we killed it. About 20% of the people take advantage of the lower pricing on the annual. It automatically renews every year, so be aware of that. You can cancel anytime on the yearly, but it's going to run through the whole year. There's no refunds, so just make sure you know that there's no refunds, and no refunds over here as well. But if you cancel, you can cancel anytime, and all the services would just run through the end of the month of your billing cycle. So less risk, but if you're in it to win it and you want to take advantage of the yearly with a 2-month savings, then do that. But it's already way too cheap. Everything that you add on, everything included on the features and stuff, AI said it's worth at least $199 a month. And eventually it's going to be that. So we have all that. Portal. We have our own charting system. These are auto trend lines drawn. Everything. Oh, we just added these logos. We added the company logos. I like it. I love it. It's cool. We got so many things. I mean, that was a small one, but screener. We have over 4,000 symbols that matter. There's not going to be penny stocks or meme coins or anything like that. Actual tradable stuff that has volume behind it. If it doesn't have volume behind it, we don't even care as far as like, you know, it's gonna be hard to get fills and stuff if you have like meme coins. It's gonna be hard to get fills if you have like penny stocks, all that stuff. So uh can narrow it down, right? So just by doing RSI bullish divergence on the screener, pulled up one asset. Take that off. You could do ad filter. The consolidation's real, right? This tool here, uh, change the value to say 25. It's our own proprietary. uh, but for example, you can see on the weekly chart, uh, consolidation period, right? Consolidation period. Of course, you want to add some more to it, like well, I don't want to get into it here. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but uh that's the screener. You can go to the watch list, gap detection. Let's go back to the daily weekly chart's good. And then you go to the watch list and spy, right? Automatically drawn gap detection. So we have gap detection. Of course, all the sniper coded indicators over here. And then if you just want the sniper ones only, comes preloaded. There's no extra add-ons or anything like that. Trend. You can see which ones are selected. Momentum. You could add the MACD. You could add a regular relative strength index, but we have the sniper one on there already. Volatility, volume. We got it all, baby. We got it all. There's going to be more, but you can see on the weekly chart for SPY, the sell signal, getting oversold, reversal, all sniper, right? Buy. This is a weekly chart, so it's lagging, but buy signal, RSI sell signal, automatically trend lines drawn on RSI, automatic trend lines drawn on the chart itself. I got the 200 SMA over here. You can change that. Gap. Tools, right? You could draw tools on it, right? We've got it all. We've got our own charts. We're still using TradingView as a bridge, and we have our own online community as well. As you can see, but we also use Discord as a bridge too. And then we have 70 plus hours of recorded coaching. Of course, the dashboard, all that, and much more to come. Got the strategy builder getting built out. Got the alerts, create an alert, news, log trade, and of course, sniper assist. Back at it, Jesse. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's going to come, the sniper assist, when we roll it out very soon. We've been back testing it, training it, all that stuff. When we roll out sniper assist, aka AI, right? It's going to come preloaded with a certain amount of tokens. You probably won't use all those tokens up, and they're going to reload every month. So you probably won't use them up. But if you do, like you're just like, oh, I'm going to sniper assist all day long, right? Okay, go ahead, do it. But you'll probably have to buy more tokens. We're not going to upcharge you on those. We're just going to, we've calculated what our costs would be. So, but for $49, it's going to come, like if you use the sniper assist and you're paying only $49 and you use up all the credits, we're not making much money. So, hopefully you don't, well, you can use them all. That's fine. But if you do use them all up, and you want more, then we're going to have add more tokens. So be able to get more AI, more. So my toddler says all the time, more food, more this, more More playtime, more everything. Everything is more right now. Uh, so yeah, you can use them up. You probably have more than enough to use with the $49 package. And that alone, probably worth $99 alone. So, consider this your Black Friday deal, right? Um, thanks for the vid. Yep, 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 yep. Mm. How the Clarity Act will impact altcoins. Are you talking about like how does the actual act impact how they do business, or are you talking about price? I don't do narratives and noise. I don't do narratives and noise, so um, probably not the channel to ask because even if I have opinions on it, uh, if it's on price, we're in a bear market, so no impact. How does it impact on how they conduct business? I don't know. I haven't read through it. I don't waste my time. I mean, if you're into that, cool. But for me, I don't waste time on how it could. Like, I'll probably just do the cliff notes of it or the overall general idea. But I'm not trying to be an expert on the Clarity Act versus how the businesses are ran. I'm not really interested in that. I just stay hyper focused on swing trading. So, um, but I'm not sure. So that's Bitcoin on the daily chart. Let's cover in the weekly chart. Oh, there we go. This chart, the bear market roadmap was put out on October 10th, and we're still watching it today. So many didn't believe back here on October 10th when I posted this. It's okay. All the way down, the bottom is in, the bottom is in crew, the bottom is in crew, bottom is definitely in crew. We were talking about a relief rally, possibly retest the trailing dots. It did not. It got close, but it did not. And then another big drop down. One target, two target, three target, almost hit target four. Almost hit target four. Almost hit the 200-week SMA. Did not yet. And you can see 2022 fractal price dropped, relief rally, and then continued to drop all the way to target 5, right? So we don't have a magic crystal ball, like I said. We don't know if it's going to hit target 5 or not. But target 5 was hit in the past. We'll see if target 5 gets hit again. And we'll be looking. The purpose of all this is to buy the right dip. Buy the right dip. So we'll see. And it continues to play out. So whether, prices come back down here this week or next week or this month or next month, it seems to be pretty much right on track, except for it's happening a lot faster, right? It's happening a lot faster. So we'll see. We'll see. It's still ultra bearish on the weekly chart. It can remain that way, also known as oversold. But sometimes when the magic happens, you can see the light blue candles represent oversold. Magic happens, and it can remain that way. So that's the weekly chart. This blue line is showing that if the Bitcoin ETFs like HODL retest the all-time low, because they were created in 2024, right? End of 2023. I don't know. January, I think. So a Bitcoin HODL ETF all-time low was January 2024. So for a retest of that, which makes sense to me, Bitcoin would be at below 40,000. Bitcoin would be at 39,000. And if it hits the exact same low, just a hair under 39,000, 38,000. So we'll see if that happens or not. But it seems like it's a strong possibility that we're going to see a retest of the all-time low. You got gaps down here as well. So gap theory. And this, is representing, will we see bullish divergence, right? Will we see bullish divergence similar to 2022 when I was calling out bullish divergence and then I was buying the right dip at $16,800 with 5x leverage on January 4th, 2023. So hopefully we get bullish divergence again. We did get bearish divergence at the top again. We had bullish divergence at the bottom over here. We had bearish divergence at the top over there. And we hope to get it again. Bullish divergence, consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. Boom. Pull the trigger, off and running. Did not have to worry about dollar cost averaging a bear market, right? Didn't have to worry about dollar cost averaging a bear market. Didn't have to worry about dollar cost averaging below the 200-week SMA, even though historically that's a much better time to DCA. I was able to wait patiently, let the ship get turned around. It's tightening, it's tightening, it's consolidating, and then boom, off to the races, right? Off to the races. And that's the plan again. Why? Because the one reason why I would the main reason why I choose to do that, what if we see the NASDAQ and the SP 500 go into a dot-com bubble-like crash? What if we see the NASDAQ SP 500 go into a 2008-like crash? Bitcoin has never experienced that in the history of Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin is still treated like a tech stock, in my opinion. It's still high volatility. And so treat it as such. That's what I do. Obviously, I don't give financial advice, but that's the way I look at it. And if so, if there is a bigger correction, it's not like a 2022. Like my main thesis is still going to be like 2022. But if it does go into a bigger market correction, then I would expect Bitcoin to also have a bigger correction and it would last longer, right? So the main thesis is still the main thesis, but we are prepared by not dollar cost averaging. We are prepared for a scenario that's a lot more bearish. So I'm going to take it level by level. We're going to remain neutral, not going to get overly bearish because then we'll miss buying the right dip. And I'm not going to just assume it's going to be like 2022 all the way down and all the way back up. It could. I'm hoping. I'm hoping so. This is my bullish case. This is my bearish case. So in a bear market, this is my bullish case. We want to buy the right dip and ride that into $10 million Bitcoin by the end of, you hear them out there. So the super cycle, all that stuff. We'll stay grounded. We'll stay correct. We'll stay on the right side. And if you were to dollar cost average below the 200-week moving average, historically that has been proven to be okay. But what if this time turns out to be different and this time is different to the downside, right? Then, dollar cost averaging wouldn't look or feel as good because you're dollar cost averaging, right? So that's why I choose to buy the right dip. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And we're already positioned, waiting to buy the right dip and not trying to catch falling knives, not trying to be a hero and catch every single wick all the way down. And they just continue to lose money, right? So that's a weekly chart. Let's go to the 2-week chart. Let's get a different one though. Let's boom, boom. Oh, someone that was talking about a bull flag. I'm like, that's not what a bull flag looks like. Who were they quoting? Yesterday, it was one of the larger accounts calling for a bull flag. I'm like, no way, not seeing it. Sorry. All right, so 2-week chart. We've talked about it. We've covered it, right? Bear market, red trending dots. Bear market, red trending dots. Bull market, green trending dots the entire way up. Sell signal below, bear market. Sell signal below the trending dots, bear market. Price did come back to the 200-week SMA and close below it. Price is coming back to the 200-week SMA, and we'll find out if it closes below it as well, right? So that's the 2-week chart. 3-week chart. Red trending dots. No red trending dots in the bull run. Red trending dots. Price came back. Price came back, right? Monthly chart. Came back to the trending dots in the bear market. Never came back to the trending dots in the bull run. These are lagging, right? So if you're waiting for all this to happen, sure, it's better to get out of 90,000 than 66,000. Saw a large account talking about getting all out of all their Bitcoin and crypto coins now. Now you're getting out of all of them. Brutal. It's called capitulation month. We're in anger, anxiety / capitulation right now. So people are capitulating. The capitulation has started, but it's not done yet. Monthly chart. This was capitulation month, June 2022, and price closed below the 200-week moving average. This is February, feels and looks like capitulation month. There's only 9 or 10 days left, but it's possible it closes below the 200-week moving average, or maybe the next month, right? So, long time market snapper in the house. Let's go, JO, for sure. Monthly chart, red trending dots. It's going to take time for the ship to get turned around. We don't even have red trending dots yet. Next month, we'll have a red trending dot for sure. So in 10 days, there'll be a red monthly trending dot, and it's going to take time, right? It's going to take time. So bear market stuff. Bitcoin versus gold, we always talk about it. Two major things that are different this time: the downward sloping 200-week moving average. Never happened in the history of Bitcoin versus gold. That's not bullish. How come Bitcoin 4 years ago then the incident? I think it's just lagging time-wise. So the simple answer is Bitcoin. Here's the simple answer. MicroStrategy led the way for Bitcoin last cycle. Bitcoin led the way for the indices last cycle. This cycle, MicroStrategy led the way for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has led the way for the indices. I think they're just lagging time-wise. So I think they're going to catch up soon. Jesse, when soon? Today? What time? 2 o'clock? No. Soon, today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. I just think it's lagging time-wise. So, it's a monthly chart. Yep. So two major things: Bitcoin versus gold. This time is different. Downward sloping 200-week moving average is not good. That's not bullish. That's bearish. You can see the low over here and then another low 48 months later, followed by another low over here 47 months later, followed by will we see another low 46 months later, right? Right now, the RSI monthly reading is under 35, 34.95. That's the lowest ever Bitcoin versus gold. So that's bearish. That's not bullish. Just because it's lower than it's ever been before, that's not bullish. That means it's the bearish. Broke this 11-year downward trend line. And then the chart was getting messy, but I had another one going back 7 years. And it broke that one as well. So, but the chart just gets so crazy, right? So there you go. Lower highs, lower lows on monthly RSI. Does that mean it's going to be a bigger correction? Maybe. That's a good question. I haven't calculated that out or anything. Do you have any stats? Do you have any data? How long did it take? What was the lag on MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin in the past cycle versus this cycle? And then it seems like it's about the same. It's pretty close. But I mean, thought provoking. But I think it's just a matter of time. So Bitcoin versus gold, that's never happened before. So two major things that's never happened before. Something to be able, you don't want to see a downward sloping 200-week moving average on Bitcoin versus the dollar if you're a permabull or if you're a hodler. If you're a hodler or a Bitcoin permabull, you do not want to see a downward sloping 200-week moving average on Bitcoin versus the dollar. So another reason to buy the right dip versus me I will not be dollar cost averaging. I will not be buying the dip all the way down. I will wait for a higher probability of a reversal, just like I did January 4th, 2023. I'm not worried about being able to buy the right dip. I will buy the right dip. Even if it was like the bottom minus 5 to 8%, which is the goal, or the bottom minus 10 to 13%, if I botch it, right? If I botch it, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I was off grid for 2 months, right? I'd probably still buy the bottom minus 10 to 13%. I'll be fine. I don't need to catch the bottom wick. So, anyways, let's see. Let's get on the weekly chart and let's take a look at some of the altcoins. It's coming in hot. XRP. The institutions are going to be, but Jesse, the institutions are going to use XRP for transactions. Okay, cool. Sweet. That would be awesome. I'll buy XRP, but not in a bear market. So whether the fundamentals or the news or the narratives, whatever the case may be, I will still flip XRP, buy and sell, right? So same with Ethereum, right? Oof. First time in the history of Ethereum versus the dollar, a downward sloping 200-week moving average. You do not want to see this if you're a Bitcoin hodler. Trust me, you do not want to see that. Could have flipped back around? Sure. But it could also be a prolonged, deep bear market. So that's the caution. We don't know. So wait I'm waiting for a higher probability of a reversal because yes, it could flip back around. That's optimistic. But if you're negative Nancy or pessimistic, it could be a realist. It could be a much deeper, painful, brutal bear market, which could be an amazing buying opportunity if you're buying the right dip. So we're gonna the positive in me, like I'm naturally positive. I'm naturally I think I am naturally a half glass full. So for me, I see this as like, oh, it's a bear market. We're all gonna we're all gonna, uh lose everything. No, no, no. No, no. That's not the way I think. If it's a bear market, I'm looking for that's the opportunity. That's the opportunity zone. So even though I post bearish charts, the positive is we're going to be able to get much cheaper Bitcoin, much cheaper Ethereum, cheaper XRP, whatever you're into, Cardano, Algo, HBAR, XLM, whatever is going to be the new payment system for the world, right? Whatever the narrative is. Uh, I would just rather buy lower. So I'm not against Bitcoin. My strategy is to buy low and sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low and sell into FOMO. Buy low and sell in to FOMO, right? So chain link, downward sloping. You don't want to see downward sloping. Cardano, you don't want to see downward sloping. Algo, you don't want to see downward sloping. H bar, you don't want to see downward sloping. XLM, slightly downward sloping, near downward sloping. You don't want to see that if you think price is going to the moon. Hey Jesse, take a look at BX Blackstone. Yeah. We'll circle back. Thanks for putting in all the details. T-ZL9IN. That sounds like a bot YouTube. Like I don't think you're a bot, but it sounds like it would be a bot handle. Does that mean something? Or is it just random? Interesting. Could be interesting. You're too logical, Jo. We don't serve you. Oh yeah, you do. You pay for it. Long-time market sniper. You pay for it, buddy. I mean, super cheap, super cheap. And I feel like the amount of time and energy I give to like the free live streams and stuff, I mean, it helps me too. It helps me too. It helps me stay on it. It helps me stay in the markets, engage. Ooh, Bitcoin is dropping. Bitcoin is dropping. What's happening? What is happening? Let's see. Take a look. So price got up to 67,000 and now it's down about $800. Interesting. Okay. And how is Onkai? All right. I had to take a look at a couple of my open positions. Speaking of, we should go take a look. Okay. MicroStrategy, right? This is the monthly chart. Let's get on the weekly chart. I mean, it's eerily similar to 2021, 2022, 2023 fractal, right? MicroStrategy again. It's like it dropped, relief rallied, dropped, almost hitting the 200-week SMA, even in the past bear market. Didn't quite rally as much, but then had a bleed all the way down. We could see it bleed all the way down to 80, bounce, drop, bounce, consolidate, and then buy the right dip. So in this scenario, Michael Saylor survives. If Michael Saylor and strategy doesn't survive the bear market, then all those would be wiped out. All those gaps would be filled. We don't know after that. So we'll still be waiting to buy the right dip. So if it works out to be similar to the last cycle, we'll be buying the right dip over here at like 100-ish. If Michael Saylor doesn't survive and the bigger players, the market bosses decide to wipe out Michael Saylor and force him to liquidate and cascade everything lower so they can buy cheaper, then see red arrow down. If you don't think that's possible, they have unlimited funds on leverage that they could push it down if they want. There's always a bigger fish out there, and probably takes a lot less than what you think. And then capitulation starts, and then the domino effect, right? The domino effect, push one domino over, the next one falls, and then all the companies that are over leveraged and they need to sell their Bitcoin, or the fund managers or the ETF holders all need to sell to pay bills or whatever. It's a cascade effect, right? And that's called capitulation. So seems like we're getting closer and closer, or already in capitulation mode, and we don't know where the bottom's at. So we're looking to buy the right dip. We have an idea, but we don't have a magic crystal ball. So we'll just keep playing it to the best of our ability. Not everyone is created equal. Not every strategy is created equal, and so on and so on. So there you go. MicroStrategy. Let's switch gear. Oh, the dollar. Let's look at the dollar. So that's the. Ooh, is that a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart? Interesting. Got the weekly training dots here at 98. Could be a double bottom situation. Right? You got a double bottom. You had a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart over here. Price went higher. Bullish engulfing candle here, kind of. Price went higher. Bearish engulfing, price went lower. Bearish engulfing right now. And then if you look at the daily chart, had a buy signal yesterday, right? We talked about it on the live stream. It was a pending buy signal. Actually, we said it over here. There was a pending buy signal on Tuesday. Then there was a buy signal on Wednesday. And here we are getting some follow through. We drew this out back over here. Drop, up, down. However the price action plays out, could see a bigger move to the upside. That's happening in real time. The VIX is still elevated at $20. That's the daily chart. Bullish engulfing candle above the 200-week SMA. That's not good if you're perma bullish on stocks. Weekly chart is still bullish. Monthly chart still bullish. 3-week chart still bullish. 2-week chart still bullish. Look out below. Look out below. Look out. Everything is lined up to see a big drop coming soon. A big drop coming soon. If the NASDAQ and the SP 500 are going to have a big drop, Bitcoin's going to have a big drop and probably hit that target that we laid out. So what about gold? Gold and silver. Still kind of on this exact same fractal as over here. We don't know if it holds or not. I just won't be shorting it just because the higher time frames are bullish, and I already have 3 positions open, so I don't like to have more than 2 or 3. Like one, I usually nail it. 2, I usually nail it. 3, I don't like to do more than 3. So just keep it at that. I want to keep my win rate high. And push the trade as long as possible. So if I get distracted, but these are all kind of like coinciding together. They're not 3 completely separate, different type of positions. So they kind of coincide together, and so it's easier to manage. But if there was like, oh, I was short on one and long on another one, and blah blah blah, and they're completely different assets, uh, then I would probably be stretched too thin because I got so many other things going on as well. But um, what else? What else? Probably gotta start cleaning some of these up again. Let's switch over to Magnificent Seven. Ooh. TQQQ. Ooh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. The baby needs some new diapers. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. Drop it. Ooh, there's a gap. Oh, is this old? Yeah. I haven't updated that yet. Come on, baby. Drop. Do it. Baby needs new diapers. What else? PLTR. Navid. Someone was asking about it the other day, but if it's not clear, right? Like it's just going sideways forever, then find an asset that just looks like it's just going to drop on your time horizon, right? I think Nvidia drops, but it's basically been sideways since July. So I think it drops though. Netflix. Woo-wee. Coming in. Apple. Let's go to the weekly charts on some of these. Weekly chart had a sell signal on TQQQQQQQQ. What does it look like over here? Let's see. Watch list. Do we have TQQ? I don't even know. Oh, we do. Nice. Dev team. Nice, dev team. Got a small gap up there. Oh, that's what I want to see. Is it going to automatically draw the trend line and gap theory? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. It's our own charting system. Should we do this live? Does it read this chart? Analyze this. Maybe I have to screenshot it, put it in. Oh, yep. Yeah, screenshot it. So you can go copy. Yep. It's just one extra step. So it says on there. Boom. So anyways, this is a weekly chart, so it's a little bit lagging, but you can see the sell signal over here, February 2023, right? Well, not 2023, February 23rd, right? So that was what, 20. Anyways, so you got the sell signal on the weekly chart, getting oversold, reversal candle. And you could change the settings on those, like the signals. You can make the style different colors or whatever. And then you can increase the size of the labels. So I put it down to 5, but I think they come standard at like 8 or 9. So you can really see it better if you want to, right? So you got the sell signal, reversal, battling, gap, overbought, reversal, sell signal, right? And you get the gap and the trend line automatically drawn. So the gap and the trend line was automatically drawn. See, SPY, no sell signal yet on the weekly chart. QQQ, no sell signal yet. We added this on the live stream. This is manual. I asked for a magnet. Where's the dev team at? I asked for a magnet. Where's my magnet at, dev team? But yeah, reversal. Dang. What if you just went reversal or reversal, right? That looks pretty good. So QQQ does not have a sell signal yet, but TQQ does have a sell signal. What happened? Where's it at? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I didn't add it. That's why. That's why. Is my internet down? I don't know. We'll come back to it. So we're going to keep this thing moving. TQQ over here. So automatically drew the gap. But that's interesting. TQQ already had the sell signal, and QQQ has not. And NASDAQ futures has not. So is TQQ showing us the way, right? Daily chart. Oh, it looks like it's right on track. And another one. And another one, right? This is my Phantom 200-week SMA. Breaking down right now. Looks like it's going to come back into target 1. Candle close below target 1. We hit target 2, and so on and so on and so on. Any other comments? What's else going? So that's the NASDAQ futures, SP 500 futures breaking back down. Let's see, Tesla. A lot of reasons why price could come back into this area. Weekly chart is another pending sell signal. It's hard to kill a bull, especially with 200 million followers. Amazon, Gapalicious. Microsoft, bear market, has getting closer and closer. Filled this gap over here. Getting closer and closer to that 200-week moving average. SMA. Meta, Google, dollar we already covered. SQQQQQQQQQ. So I think that's about it there. Let's go back over to, let's see, 66. Right? And then let's do some of the chart requests and then wrap this thing up. Where are we at? Almost an hour. All right, let's go back to the top. Obviously, I don't give financial advice, but Blackstone is in a bear market. Blackstone has been in a bear market since November 2024. Price came all the way back down to the 200 weekly moving average, bounced hard, right? Bounced hard, 63%, and then started to drop back down, right? So if you were building out like the parabolic breakdowns and stuff, right? Ba-bum. So breakdown. Prices near the 200 week moving average. The problem is like, well, expect bounces along the way, but you can see the bounces are getting less and less. Massive run up, big drop. Lesser of a run up, big drop. Lesser. And then now it's just still in a bear market, right? Daily chart is bearish. Weekly chart is bearish, right? 2-week chart is bearish. 3-week chart is bearish. And the monthly chart is bearish. So it's bearish on all time frames. And now we have a red trending dot on the monthly chart as well. The last time it had a red trending dot, it was October 2022. And price did go below the 200 week moving average, closed below it, and then started to reverse back around. But it took time, right? So maybe it didn't fall as far, but it took time. Red trending dot on the monthly, closing below the 200. It took time for Blackstone for the ship to get turned around on Blackstone. And we are about on that same monthly red trending dot, right? So this time could be different too, but could see it close below, and maybe it takes 2, 4, 6, 8 months of a bear market before the ship's really getting turned around. Also, if you look at like a long trend line, right, you would definitely want it to hold this trend line. If it starts closing below it on a monthly chart, something bigger could be happening. But me personally, I always, well, not always, most of the time, a high percentage, I trade with the trend. Sometimes I counter trade, but looking for a long position now with all the higher time frames and mid tier time frames are all bearish. That would be a counter trade. So any bounces are expected to get sold off, and that would be, I think you'd be more profitable trading with a trend than against it. Trading against it takes a lot more precision, and especially on stocks, they could gap it up or down, right? So, all right, last one, virtual. It's a late request, but you caught it just at the right time, Denny. Caught it just at the right time. Wait, do I have it on here? Virtual? That's not Binance, though. Two paths. The higher time frames are bearish. So if so, maybe you lean to the red, right? So let's see, that's the daily chart, still bearish. Weekly chart. So if it could always bounce back up in the trailing dots like it did over here too, but weekly chart is bearish. 2-week chart is bearish. And if it does what some of the other altcoins have done already, what if price comes back to retest the all-time lows, right? And that's all-time lows on MEXC. I didn't pull up Binance, but what if price comes back to retest that, right? It's possible. That would be an additional 97% drop. That's crazy. So 2-week chart, 3-week chart, all bearish. But the monthly chart there's not enough chart history to even show the monthly chart. So, but that's where we're kind of at right now. If it does bounce, maybe it just bounces to the weekly trending dots. But with the higher time frames being bearish, you have to expect either the bounce to sell off, or that was the bounce and it's going to sell off. So with that, I think we're going to call it here. So hopefully everyone has a good rest of your day. We will continue to sniper the markets together every day that we can, that the stock market is open. With that, hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for all of your support, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Adios.